I think I need a different intro. A new intro. A better produced intro. Yeah. I'm gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that. But anyways, back from Vegas, back from New York, the holiday, Thanksgiving, pre-Thanksgiving, all that, where I did nothing with cameras for the most part, a little bit in Vegas, but finally back, gonna hit the grindstone, finally. Gonna start producing more regular content about this whole dream of mine to travel to Europe and travel through Europe, subsidized by playing poker. So yeah, let's get started in earnest. So what I failed to mention in my first little pre-vlog thing was the game we're mainly going to be playing, which is Limit Omaha, the great game of P.L.O. 4-card poker. That's right, that's what we're doing. That's the game I've kind of geared myself towards playing, figured be a little different than most of the poker content out there. Plus, it's learning a brand new game, which I'm excited to do after such a long layoff of playing, semi-professionally. For those who don't know, Limit Omaha is the 4-card version of No Limit Hold'em, where you take your 2 best ones, match it with the board of 5 or less, depending on the street, to make your best 5-card hand, which, in super broad strokes terms, means that the hands have to be better to win, generally speaking. If you don't have the nuts, you might have to be a little worried, which changes the whole dynamic of each street you're playing on. Definitely a lot less solved than Hold'em, and there's a lot more going on, to be worried about, so it's super fun to dive into. So of the 10 people who will probably stumble across this video, I assume all, but maybe one of them, statistically, would know who the bigwigs of Limit Omaha on YouTube are. But just in case you're that one soul who does not, the main luminaries of the game you can find online with super great content would be Joey Ingram, aka Poppy GTO. Super funny, super solid source of the game and info on the game. As well as Fernando Habiger, aka Jay Nandez, who's a longtime online crusher who's now kind of entering, the instructional and YouTube space, who's kind of furthering, I think, the theoretical elements of the game, and definitely someone whose content I love watching as well. And Check Raise Charles, who plays a fair amount of live P.L.O. in his local scene and posts the hands of that sometimes. Someone I've been lucky enough to talk a little bit with personally. Super nice guy as well, and awesome content. Check those guys out. Honestly, if you don't know who those people are, I would say cut me here. Just go directly to them, check their stuff out, come back here in, a month or two or something, when I actually have a hang of what the hell I'm doing here. And I want to add to that lexicon of P.L.O. content out there from a different aspect of somebody who's really just starting out. I'm only a few months in of learning the game. It'll be something good for me to look back on too. So, short story, even shorter, the game is P.L.O. The social media aspects and ropes of tagging and all that, and you want to put P.L.O. down, but I feel like a lot of those searches are for the Palestinian Liberation Front, which I don't know, I feel like it might be dicey. We'll see.